Now we'll have a brief introduction to garbage collection in Java. So what is garbage and what do you mean by garbage collection in Java? That will be our topic for today's class. So let us take a look at an example here. Say I have this heap and stack and I have three reference variables on my stack that are pointing to actual objects on the heap. So I have three objects here. So what I will do here is I will make S1 point to null. I will assign null to S1. So when S1 is assigned null, this particular reference to the object is removed. Likewise, I will make S2 point to null. So when it is pointed to null and as null is assigned to S2, this particular reference to this object is removed. So from now on, after this assignment, if we try S1 dot name, if you try to access s1 dot name, it's going to give us null pointer exception because there is no such reference to a name field on the heap. We are clear with this, right? So these objects, whatever you're seeing here, objects without reference, we can call them objects without reference. We have removed the reference, but still they are on the memory, they are occupying memory, and they don't have a reference to any of our variables on the stack. And these objects are of no use to our applications. It's going to be not referenced anymore. So in that case, these objects can be thought of as garbage occupying our memory space. And we have to remove such objects that will be unused in the future. And that comes under garbage collection. So garbage collection in Java is nothing but another process, and this process is an automatic process. So once in a while the garbage collector process will kick in and then it will go through the memory and collect all the unreferenced objects that will not be used anymore. So let's assume that this is our garbage collector and it's going to wipe out all the objects that are not having reference. So let's look at this demo. So our garbage collector has now cleaned our memory. So why this process is important is so that we can allocate new objects freely and easily, more effectively on the heap. And there's also a process called compacting. What is compacting? Say I have objects allocated here and there. I delete two objects are remaining. So I'll just push them or make them come together so that the remaining area is free for allocation of newer objects. And there is one more thing. If we go back to the animation, let's go back in time. So before this garbage collector actually deletes this object or cleans this object can be holding certain resources. For instance, there can be a database connection or this object can be writing to a file. So there can be some IO operations or something that was happening using this object. So this object can be holding some resources. And those resources should be released before the garbage collector cleans this object. And that can be done by calling this method called finalize. I will write it here. What is this finalize method? Before a garbage collector deletes or removes an object from the heap, this method will be called. This method is again part of the object, and all the code here can be pointing towards releasing the resources before cleaning this object. So this method finalize will be called before deleting an object to release the resources. So let's assume that this guy calls the finalize method, and then once when finalize all the resources are released, he goes in for deletion of this. So we have to understand what is this finalize method. It's called by the garbage collector on an object when garbage collection determines that there are no more references to the object. Now we all know what do you mean by no more references. And the finalize for an object that represents an input-output connection might perform explicit IO transactions to break the connection. This is what I was telling you. If there are any IO happening, input-output operations performed by the object, and we have to release the resources. This finalize method can have the code to release the resources. So now let's take a demo of the finalize method. As I told you, this garbage collection process is an automatic process. As a programmer, we will not be actually calling the garbage collection process. This process in turn will, the GC process, the garbage collection process will in turn invoke this finalize method before deleting an object. Let's go and take a look at the code here. So this is our simple class student with two uh, variables, name and registration number. A default constructor initializing name and registration number to test. So what I'm going to do here is let me make it as a let me make this as a parameterized constructor. So let's have parameters here. So we have a parameterized constructor. This class is a very simple class. Let me explain you. We have student and a parameterized constructor and a method to display the details of the student, that is name and registration number. That's it. Now what I'm going to do here is let me remove all these exceptions that are being thrown here. It's not needed. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to create an object student s is equal to new student, and we'll pass the parameters here Satish and 12BC, just giving my name here. So now an object has been created. I will assign s is equal to null. This is what I told you. Now s is assigned null. It is no more pointing to the heap storage holding Satish and 12BCE. If I call s dot display details, what will happen now? Will it really display Satish and 12BC? I told after you assign null to the reference and you try to access the object, it's going to lead us to null pointer exception. See, null pointer exception has arisen because there is no reference to this object on the heap. Now it is becoming an object that is unreferenced, or that is going to be, that will not be used any further. So the garbage collector should collect such objects that doesn't have a reference. And when you're going to just discard this object, you can go and call the finalize method. This finalize method is actually present in the object class. So I told you there is a finalize method and that is present in the object class. You may be wondering what is this object class? I'll explain that here. Say there is this class called object. This class is the, say when you talk about inheritance, you know there is a class inheriting from another class, right? So this object class is the topmost class in the hierarchy and all the other classes inherit this class. So likewise, our class, for instance, this demo class.java, this also in turn inherits our object class. And this object class is having this method void finalize. So I told you what is the use of this finalize method. So these are provided in the Java libraries. So we'll see what is this finalize method. The definition for finalize method is also given here. It's called by the garbage collector on an object when garbage collection determines there are no more references to the object. So this actually, when you take a look at this method is from the object class and it does nothing. There is no code. It does nothing here, but we can override that in our demo class. I told you that if demo class is our class and there is an object class, by default every class inherits the object class. So this object class has the finalize method. This finalize method will also be inherited and we can override this method here. We all know what is overriding. So we'll be overriding this method here. So let me go and tell you how to include this finalize method. So you can see here we have this finalize here. It's an override method in object. That's also given. Just one select this. So the data here, it says we are just inheriting this method, and super dot finalize is nothing but calling the finalize method in the super class, that is object class. We can go and override this by just saying sys out. Say I can write code for releasing any of the resources here. I just give sys out statement. I am from the finalize method. So we have overridden the finalize method, which was from the object class. We have inherited that in demo class. Every class inherits the object class, right? So we were overriding the finalize method. But who will be calling the finalize method? Who will call the finalize method? We know that the garbage collector, before destroying or discarding the objects, he will be calling the finalize method. And we have also understood that this is an automatic process. But there are certain situations wherein we can try forcing a garbage collection. For that, we have to go to this system class, say system.gc. System.gc is nothing but a method that can invoke your garbage collection. It's not guaranteed that garbage collection will run, but it's a method wherein we request garbage collection to the JVM, Java Virtual Machine. Again, system is a class. We have used it many times, right? System dot out dot println and things like that. So system class is here. The definition for system class, we have it here. And system class really has this method GC. And what is this GC? System.gc. You can go and search for that. So this is the implementation of Java. So we are having this system.gc here. So this is GC is a method inside the system class. And what this in turn calls is runtime.getRuntime.gc. Again, runtime is another class. So this is the implementation of Java. No need to worry about this, just for your reference. So that's what we are invoking here. We're just calling system.garbage collection. And this in turn should somehow call finalize. Okay, so according to our definition, this reference is not pointing to this object, so this should be cleaned up. Let's go and invoke this. Let's see. Let's comment this display details. We don't want an exception here. We'll just invoke GC garbage collection. Let's see what happens. See, so system.gc, the garbage collector, has invoked this finalize method. That is, I am from the finalize method. Get it? There's one more way to invoke this finalize method, that is runtime dot get runtime dot gc. So again, this is what system.gc was performing. So when you run this, again, this will invoke the finalize method. I'm from the finalize method. So we can also go ahead and invoke finalize directly like a normal method, but this really doesn't serve the purpose. It just calls the method, it works fine. We are releasing the resources. But this will not be garbage collected. This method will not be garbage collected because it has an active reference pointing to the heap. So this is not part of garbage collection, and hence our finalize method, though it is being called, it will be again called when there is an actual garbage collection process happening. So that's again for your information. I hope you have understood finalize. Thank you.